Nigga is an Italian word that means I refuse, or a better word to say no. And that wasn't a racist word. And that's what most of coaches and online education businesses are getting nowadays on sales calls or their funnel. And that's painful. I know that. Because take it from a guy who took 20 niggas in one day. Here's exactly why this is happening to you and you have no idea about it. Now, who am I? My name is Kosai. I'm a six-figure operator, and I scaled a brand from 5 figures to 7 figures, made it number one in my country, which was an English coaching business, online English coaching business, and I worked with multiple online education businesses, helped them with various stuff. But my best achievement, I didn't help a million people to do it. I helped only one person to do it, which is going from 5 figures to 7 figures. So yeah, that was a small introduction about me. Now, your prospects are having trust issues, similar offers, a lot of competition, similar prices. But does that mean that no one will actually buy from you? Well, hell no. Here's exactly why this is happening to you, and specifically you, because there is a lot of businesses in the market just like you, have the same offers, have the same prices, have the same everything, but they are still getting the yeses. And this goes back to you not having at least one of these foundations. Now, these foundations are crucial nowadays in online education. If you don't have one, I don't know how you operate, but you'll find out if you have one or you don't have one or what you're missing. So yeah, number one, so by the way, this is gonna be in a chronological way where I believe each step leads to another. So you can't really jump between them, okay? You have to install a foundation 1 in order to have foundation 4 or 5. So number 1 is conversion funnel. A conversion funnel shouldn't be necessarily a VSL or a sales booked funnel or a type form funnel. Every business has a different way to do business, has different market, has different customer behavior. Therefore, don't hear anyone on YouTube telling you VSL is the best funnel, the booking call is the best funnel, the form is the best funnel. There is no actual best funnel. Each business has his own funnel. And if you don't have funnels, you're screwed, by the way. So there is a leak between the prospect seeing your ad, video or post, okay, it can be like from organic or paid, and him opting in, giving you like his information, booking a call or doing a checkout. As I said, it varies from funnel to funnel. And there we're rethinking our customer journey. Our whole customer journey is crucial. I don't know how some people still survive by putting a Google form in their Instagram bio, because the moment you install something like this, it's gonna be much easier and you're gonna have better data, to be honest. So you have to install a funnel, a place where someone enters. This is what funnels means, like in first principles, a place where someone enters. You have no choice but to book a call or do a checkout or leave. There is no maybe. There is either yes or no. This will save you hours of back and forth conversations with unqualified leads. And this will not only increase your booking rate or something like that, this will increase your booking rate per qualified lead, meaning we want to have calls or people entering our funnel and doing the action that are qualified. So for example, if you're doing sales calls, you don't want to have 100 calls and 3 of them only qualified. This is the same if you're selling a course with a checkout. We have number 2, which is personal touch pre-booking process. And this will not only increase your booking rate, this will also pre-sell the prospect mentally. Here is where you set the agenda for what's going to happen on the call or after someone books the call, so he has a clear objective, okay? Same thing if you have a checkout. If we have a checkout, it's gonna be, here's what's going to happen if you do buy. Here's what's going to happen next. If someone doesn't buy, also you have to send them to the third thing which we will talk about. You can use this by doing testimonials. You can do this by objection handling materials. You can do this, as I said, by an overview of what's going to happen between the prospect booking a call and the prospect attending the call. Now we have the third thing, which is the pre-sales process. The time between you taking a girl on a first date and actually dating her is too delicate, therefore you have to actually play your cards right. And here, so the moment someone's book a call with you, or do a checkout or something like that, is the moment where the works begin. Because as I said, if you play your cards right, in the time between the guy booking a call and attending the call, or doing a checkout and buying, you'll pre-sell them faster and more efficiently. It's the same thing. You can use testimonials, objection handling materials and stuff, but here it varies, because now you are trying to sell the person mentally instead of making him like book the call. For example, if we have a checkout, okay, you can, after someone do checkout and doesn't buy for 5 hours, you can send them spiker freebies. Spiker freebies are not value. So a freebie is a value, free value. Don't send a person free value before he buys, or after he do a checkout, or after he book a call, because that will delay the sales cycle. What you should do instead is send insights freebie, where you make them, these freebies, in a specific way where it spikes the person interest and like remind them of why they should really book that call or buy that course or something like that. And in my opinion, the best like form to do this, if you have low sales volume, for example, if you have a low number of people filling that form to do checkout or filling that calendar, just do the speed to lead. Just pick up the phone, say, hey man, I'm really, for example, excited, or XYZ, to have you on the program or the call or stuff like that, just to warm the person so he can show up. Okay, as I said, the pre-sales call process will increase the show up rate, and if it's for courses, it will increase the conversion rate. Okay, so number 4, which is the last, there is no actual last, but you can do a lot of things, but these are mandatory. Automated personalized follow-up workflow. And I want you to pay attention that I focus on personalized follow-up workflow. So these, in simple words, are reminders. These are reminders to remind people of the call. But the intelligent way to do it is not to just send a reminder. Let me just give you 2 examples. So we have the first guy. This is a stupid one. He just set up the automated workflow and he say, okay, we call today, that's it, we did it. That will do the job. This guy is not intentional, and especially with AI. Intentionality beats everything every single time. Intentionality wins, okay? Because with AI, you can send even 200 reminders. But if they are not intentional, people will be turned off. But on the other hand, we have the intelligent one. He sends reminders not to remind people of the call. He sends reminders to remind people of why they wanted to book the call or buy the course if it's a checkout, as I said, in the first place. So he reminds them of their desires and their back-end desires on why they wanted in the first place to change their situation. Okay? And leveraging that to increase your conversion rate or your show-up rate. And this is called cognitive dissonance. I'm not some sort of psychologist or genius, just this is basic acquisition psychology. Cognitive dissonance is a phenomena where a person feels a mental discomfort if he's holding 2 contradictory thoughts or beliefs or values. So for example, let me give you a normal example. Let's say you have a fat friend and you're talking and he'd say like, man, I want to be fit. So you say, okay, 4 p.m. go to the gym and let's work out. And he say, nah, I don't know, man, I don't know man, if I want to do that. And he say like, did you say you want to be fit? And you say, yeah, I said, but you didn't say you don't want to be fit, you don't want to go to the gym, and you feel the discomfort of holding 2 contradictory beliefs. And this is only a thing that I learned, that successful entrepreneurs can switch between those. Successful entrepreneurs, like I started implementing this in my life, is I can tell you that I hate red light. The next day I can tell you I hate blue light. And you might say to me like, hey man, like you said you hate blue light, now you hate the red light. You should have a non-binary thinking. So yeah, that's not the point of this video, okay? If you have all these fundamentals, as I said, so number one was a funnel, which is so basic. You should have that. This will probably cost you money or time. It's either you learn to do it yourself or you hire someone to do it. I make a living by doing this, okay? Of course, that's not only what I do. I don't have an agency for now or something like that. I just work with a few people, so I'm not really intending to sell you shit. So we have the personal task pre-booking process, and we have the pre-sales call process, and we have the 4, which is automated personalized leads follow-up workflow. Now, as I said, if you have all these and still getting more no's than yeses with unqualified leads, then you don't have marketing problems and you have sales problems. And that's for another video. So if you liked the video, if you liked what you heard, consider subscribing, liking the video, and if you don't like, just tell me why and I'll try to make it better. So see you guys, and let me enjoy my coffee, please.